Okay, I have a question for you all. Do you ever go to the library and just have a book blackout? Because that's what just happened to me. Let's get into it. Hi friends, my name is Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys that don't know, I like books. Surprise, surprise. Are we surprised? No. So for those of you guys that don't know, I currently have a library of about 1,400 physical books on the shelves behind me. About 600 of them, someone correct me in the comments if you saw that video, of them are unread. Does that stop me from going to the library and checking out an obscene amount of books? No, it does not. So with that in mind, I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys some library books I've picked up from a couple of library hauls that I've gotten recently. Just because I think they'd be fun. And if you guys see them in a wrap up, even if I don't have the physical book anymore, you guys will know where it came from. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Spoiler alert, a lot of these are books I know nothing about and are graphic novels, so they should be quick one-off reads. So I'm excited about it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first one that I will start with, and where's the other one that goes with it? Hold please. There should be another one. Anyways, somewhere in the stack is the first one to this series, which is The Bride's Story by Kamari Mono. This is a anime, I think technically, about a girl, actually what is this even? 19th century Silk Road as a young bride struggling to remain with her groom despite the wishes of her family. So I think she gets married in the first one. This is obviously the second one that's a follow-up to that. I have the first one somewhere in this stack, but I don't know, this one just looked cute. I'm not a huge anime reader, to be honest, but I figured this one looked very interesting and thought I would give it a try. Another graphic novel, this is The Sea in You by Jessie Sharon. From what I can tell, this I think is a queer, like supernatural romance with a mermaid and a girl. And the art just looked really cute, and I think it's like a little mermaid retelling, so I just thought it looked fun. Next, we have The Belle of the Ball by Mari Costa. This one I think I saw a while ago, but I think the gist of this one is a girl that wants to ask out her crush, but she's already dating someone. But yeah, I think it's like high school cute, like rom-com vibes from what I picked up from it. I'd seen it around Goodreads. I'd seen it around Goodreads a little bit, thought it looked cute. I don't really put a whole lot of thought, to be honest, in graphic novels. To me, what's more important is the art style and the like styling of the book. That's what really draws me in for a graphic novel. So stuff like that, cutesy little stories, I'm into it. Along those lines, I have no words for this one. I don't even know what this is going to be, so this could get weird. But this is My Boyfriend is a Bear. Again, the art style, it spoke to me. The story of if it's any good or not, I couldn't even begin to tell you, so I don't even know what this is about, but basically it's about a girl named Nora who has bad luck with men. I don't even know. We'll see what happens with it. But yeah, wish me luck on that one. The next one that I thought was actually pretty interesting. This one is A History of Japan in Manga. This is something I'm actually very interested in because I did just go to Japan back in April. Videos for that are more to come. Trust me, I've got so much content around that trip. But I don't know. I thought that would be interesting, especially give some context to maybe some stuff that we saw while we were in Japan. And yeah, I just thought it looked cool. This is Thieves by Lucy Barron. I think this is about a girl who ends up becoming friends with a girl that steals stuff at house parties and like how that all happens. It was quoted by Alice Oseman, who's the creator of Heartstopper, and the art style kind of gives off Heartstopper vibes, which I love that series, so hence why I had to pick this one up. Next, this is Glass Town, The Imaginary World of the Brontes by Isabel Greenberg. I think this is like an imaginary take on the Bronte sisters. I actually have another graphic novel in here somewhere in this other stack about the Bronte sisters. I just think I'm really interested to learn more about them, and this one just looked very fantastical and the art style looked pretty interesting. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Next, this is one I picked up kind of at random, but this is Crowned Magical Folk and Fairy Tales from the Dysphoria. This is by Kieran and Regis Belthancourt. So this I think is, I'm trying to remember, I had the it's like a photography collection that goes along with African and African American fairy tales and folklore, which I thought looked really interesting. So yeah, I actually picked up the audiobook of this back a while ago, as well as the Kindle read, and just never was able to get through it. So I thought the physical one might be really cool just because it does have that photography element to it. Like, look how stunning that is. I just think this would be really cool to read. So yeah. Next, I picked up The Best We Could by Tai Bu. This, I think, is a memoir, autobiography, I think about a family coming from Vietnam. Yep, Vietnam to America. So I think it's just them moving from South Vietnam in the 80s, 70s? Yeah, in the 70s, and like building a new life for themselves. I wanted to pick this one up at Book Outlet, actually a few of these up from Book Outlet, and so when I saw them in the library, I was actually really excited to be able to pick them up and enjoy them in person. So I think this will be a really good and heart-wrenching one for sure. Next, a couple more graphic novels. This was like all graphic novels for this one, I'm going to be honest. This is The Fox Maidens by Robin Ha. This, again, was one I saw on Goodreads. The art style just looks really beautiful, so I wanted to pick this one up. And then, last two, I have The Dark Matter of Mona Starr by Laura Lee Gilridge. This, I think, is about a girl struggling with like anxiety and depression, I think. So I think this one's gonna be really hard to read, but I think really beautiful as well. And the art style, again, loved it. Okay, and the last one I picked up from this round of library was The Daughters of Wise by M.T. Anderson. I just thought this looked really beautiful. Again, this was one I'd seen on book reads that I wanted to pick up, but if I can pick it up for free and see if I actually like it before spending the money, this is why I love the library. So pick this one up as well. Okay, let's go over to the next library. So I'm very fortunate to have a couple libraries pretty close by me. And like I said, I've kind of blacked out the last little bit in picking them up. So next one is from my like main central library where I picked up quite a few books. So we'll shift over to there next. The first one is The Lost Library by Rebecca Steed and Wendy Mass. This is one that, again, I've seen on Book Outlet, I've seen on different various websites, and it just looked really cute. I think this is a children's book, but I love a lost library book story kind of book, and so I definitely wanted to pick this one up. Next is, again, another library, or not library, but like book with a cat on the cover. This is Before We Say Goodbye by Toshikazu Kamaguchi. This is a continuation in the series from Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which is a book about a time-traveling cafe. Very cute concept. I really, really love it. It takes place in Japan, and I just thought these series is so cute, so I wanted to pick up the next one. I'm a couple books behind in that series, to be honest, so I definitely need to catch up, but I wanted to pick this one up, see if I liked it before buying it and spending the money. Next, we have a couple from Alex E. Harrow. This is Amir Mended and a Spindle Splintered. These I wanted to pick up for just short reads that I could fill in between some of my longer novels that I've been reading currently. So these I kind of picked up as little one-off novellas that I thought would be really cute. I know they're not like the highest rated, but I feel like they're kind of spin-offs of the original fairy tales, so I thought these ones would be cute. Wanted to pick them up, so I did. I'm like throwing them on my bed so they don't like go everywhere. Okay, another one that I picked up is kind of the same mindset was In the Honor of Your Presence by Dave Eggers. This, to my understanding, is about a girl that joins society, kind of Bridgerton vibes is for what it sounds like. And she basically like goes out to all of these things with her uncle, and he like becomes her +1. So I don't know if it's like a weird vibe, but it seems pretty cute. I don't know. It seems pretty good. So we'll see how that one goes. Next, we have another like story/graphic novel that I didn't realize, but this is again another Book Outlet one that I just wanted to pick up. This is Reynard's Tale by Ben Hatke. And yeah, this one just looked really interesting. It kind of gives off like kind of a Roald Dahl book for some reason. I don't know why I think that, but this one looked cute. I wanted to pick it up. I think it'll be interesting. And another short one that I wanted to pick up, this is, and I actually finished this one already, and actually pretty much, I enjoyed this more than I thought it would. This is Pretty Boys Are Poisonous by Megan Fox. This is her set of poems. I love a good like angsty poetry collection more than most. I love like Amanda Lovelace's books, things of that nature, and this one was good. It was really good. So I enjoyed this more than I thought I would. It's definitely got some trigger warnings in there if you're interested in picking it up, but yeah, I was very intrigued. Okay, we've got more, don't worry. Okay, next for another round, I have a couple more novellas that I picked up just because they sounded pretty interesting. This is Comeuppance Served Cold. This is a jazz like magic club where basically like the owner of a speakeasy like takes revenge on men, I think men that like, or no, hold on, let me read the back of this. City leader intent on criminalizing Seattle's most vulnerable magickers hires a young woman as a lady's companion to curb his rebellious daughter's outrageous behavior. The widowed owner of a speakeasy encounters an opportunity to make her husband's murderer pay while she keeps her shape-shifting brother safe, and a notorious thief slips into the city to complete a delicate and dangerous job that will leave chaos in its wake. One thing is for certain, comeuppance eventually waits for everyone. Very intrigued. Okay. Another one is The Fireheart Tiger by Alette de Bourdon. This is about a woman sent away as a child. She returns to the court, haunted by her memories, and basically like takes over the throne, I think, or she's like trying to like free the kingdom, one of the two. But yeah, short, super short novella. I love these kind of short, really quick reads. Very excited about it. Next, another short novella. I got a Aladdin. I think this is like a retelling, I'm pretty sure, by Yasmin Salid. It's a new translation. I'm very intrigued what that means for it, but it's a very short reading, and I love the story of Aladdin. It was one of my favorites, like Disney movies as a kid, so very intrigued to try this one out and see how I like it. Next, okay, moving into more novels real quick. These were ones I just picked up because I'd either heard about them and heard good things, and I want to try them out before I go and purchase them. This is The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer and The Bone Shard's Daughter by Andrea Stewart. I hear good things. This one I think is about a special book that kind of like takes over, I think, other people's lives. It's supposed to be really, really touching and good. And then this one is blurbed by Sarah J. Maas. So you know that I'm going to enjoy that regardless of what else comes out of it. So excited for those. Another novella I picked up is Fauna by Christina Endaris. This one I think is about a biologist trying to understand the scope and nature transforming her own body and the world around her. So I think it's like a weird, like, what is this? People are evolving and behaving in unprecedented ways. So I think it's like a, I don't know. I'm interested to see what this one is. It kind of gives me like, oh my gosh, what is that movie? Not, it's the one with the dinosaurs. Can't remember, but basically like nature always finds a way, kind of one of those books. Very excited to see what that one is about. And then I also picked up a graphic novel that I thought just looked cute. This is A Gift for a Ghost by Borja Gonzalez. I just thought, like, look how cute. It just looked really cute and short and sweet. And I think it's about a girl, yeah, paralleling two stories that intertwine the fate of youthful dreams and desires. So it takes place in like the 1800s and 2016. So I think this one looks cute. There's more. I told you guys, blacked out. Okay, let's, hold on. I'm just gonna grab the rest of them. There's a lot. It's fine. Ugh. Okay. Hold on, still more. Okay. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, we're just gonna rapid fire through these because there's clearly a lot going on. Okay, first off, I've read all of the Nevo, what are these called? The Empress of Salt and Fortune, like, oh, the Singing Hills cycle. I've read all of them. I've gotten most of them from the library. This is the newest one that just came out that I'm very excited to read. This is The Brides of High Hill. Basically follows a cleric named Chi that goes around to different places, interacts with different people, and like kind of a snapshot in the life kind of moments. And they're very unique stories, but I like them. Next, we have another fiction. This is The Emperor and the Endless Palace by Justinian Huang. I think this is a queer romance between two men kind of time traveling through life and like ending up finding each other like throughout the ages. Seemed really cute. I'm intrigued and wanna yeah, see what it's about. This one I'm very certain is going to wreck me, but this is Lovers in Auschwitz, a true story by Karen Blankfield. This I just randomly saw when I was in the nonfiction section and it spoke to me and it had really, really good ratings on Goodreads. So I picked it up and I know it's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt me and I'm preparing for it, but I just think it looked really good. Okay, next for a graphic novel. This is by the author of Nimona. This is Noelle Stevenson's The Fire Never Goes Out, a memoir in pictures. So I think a memoir of her life, which I'm really interested to see. I've never actually read Nimona, but the art looked cute and I'm intrigued to kind of see what it's about. Next, another nonfiction. This is Douglas Preston's The Lost Tomb and Other Real Life Stories of Bones, Burials, and Murder. Saw this one on Goodreads. It just gave like Indiana Jones vibes. I'm really intrigued by this kind of stuff. I love nonfiction books about just weird things, random things that I can learn more about. And yeah, I think this is actually gonna be really good. I'm actually really excited about this one. Next, another couple graphic novels. I got Salt Magic by Hope Larson and Rebecca Monk. This is supposed to be about a girl waiting for her brother to come home after serving on the front lines of World War I. It's supposed to be an utterly unique graphic novel fairy tale. So I think this will actually be really cute. Again, the art style, always a big pull for me, and looked really, really good. So I'm excited about this one. Next, the other one I have is Clue, one of my favorite childhood games as a kid. Love this one. I don't actually even know who this is by, but yeah, I think it's like based off the game. So I think it'll be a little bit of mystery, a little bit of nostalgia. I think it'll be good. I'm excited about it. Another graphic novel, we have Over My Dead Body by Sweeney Boo. This is kind of gave me like, what is it called? The one with the Addams Family that just came out. I'm blanking right now, but basically that kind of story. It's got really, really pretty art, like almost like cartoon style. Like it looks like a cartoon that they just took screen grabs of, which I'm very excited about. So this one I think will be really interesting and I'm very excited about it. This is like a witchcraft story, which is why I was also very intrigued. Next, I'm very interested to see if this one is good. This is Ruined by Sarah Vaughan, and this is, the quote is, could falling in love with her husband tear her marriage apart? It's giving Bridgerton angst. Look at that. Oh, I'm excited. I think it'll be good. Okay, another graphic novel. This is one that I saw that looked really cute. I just feel like the art style of this really speaks to me. This is Nothing Special Volume 1 Through the Elder Woods by Katie Cook. It's a webtoon comic, which for me, for whatever reason, anything done by webtoons, I'm instantly intrigued by because the art just really speaks to me and it looks really, really cute. So yeah, this is basically about two not-so-human teenagers and a friendly ghost of a radish face, the fantasy adventures of a lifetime in a captivating graphic novel. So I'm hoping this is kind of along the lines of like a Lore Olympus kind of situation. Very intrigued and the art looks amazing. Next, we have two in a series that just were really highly rated, and I don't know if I'm going to get to these, to be honest, but I'm excited to see if they are cute. They were really highly rated, like I said, on Goodreads, so we'll see. This is The Match in the Making and To Spark a Match by Jen Toronto. I think they're like, when do these take place? I don't even know. Like, obviously older time frame, but yeah, basically it's about this woman who's a matchmaker, and I'm assuming both of these follow different couples throughout the story of being matchmaked. So yeah, I'm excited to see how those turn out. I just thought, pick them up on a whim. They looked cute, were really, really highly rated, so I'm intrigued to find out what they're about. Last two novels, fiction-wise. This is The City of Dreaming Books by Walter Morris. I actually saw this at Barnes & Noble right before I found it at the library and looked very intrigued. It's basically, I think, about a guy that inherits a manuscript and he needs to find the author, so he disappears into the so-called City of Dreaming Books. So yeah, I don't really know too much more about it. The cover definitely intrigued me and I'm excited. I love books about books, always a favorite. But the last one that I picked up is The Deep by River Solomon. The art, oh, I love the art on this book. It's so beautiful. This is about essentially women lost at sea. They're water-dwelling descendants of pregnant African slave women who were thrown overboard by slavers. Very intriguing. I know Books and Lala has read this a while back and really recommended it, and I just think it sounds heart-wrenching and beautiful, and I just think the cover is stunning. Very excited to read this one. Okay, last three, and then I promise we're done with this absolutely massive haul. This is that Bronte graphic novel I was telling you guys about that basically follows the three Bronte sisters. Again, very intrigued to see what this comes out with, just to learn more about the family and the dynamics for each of these sisters. Very intrigued about that one. And then kind of a random graphic novel. This, or is this, oh no, it's nonfiction. This is by Kimberly Kenny. This is exploring the American presidency through 50 historic treasures. I'm telling you guys, I like weird graphic novels, or not graphic novels, nonfiction books, just books about random things. So yeah, I don't know what this is going to be, but I'm enjoying it, and I think it's going to be a good time. Okay. I don't even know how many books this is. Someone tell me in the comments below how many books this actually ended up being. But the last one, nonfiction, for me that I'm very excited to read is Over the Influence, Why Social Media is Toxic for Women and Girls and How We Can Take It Back by Cara Alamino. I saw this recommended to me somewhere on the internet and was very intrigued. Maybe on Goodreads, maybe on like Instagram, somewhere, somehow this popped up on my feed, and I'm intrigued. I feel like social media is definitely something that could be used for good as well as evil. So I'm intrigued to see what this has to say about it. Again, I'm interested in kind of more, I'm learning to get more interested in like psychology, sociology, different things about, especially social media is very interesting to me. The women's body is very interesting to me, and just the research that's been done there. That's a whole other side topic. But yeah, just thought I'd pick this one up, give it a try, see if there's any nuggets. I tend to go into these kind of nonfiction with a little bit of a grain of salt and just take for me what works and what doesn't from it. So there you go. But yeah, guys, that was the absolutely massive library haul that I've picked up recently. I'm telling you, I've just gone a few times in the last couple weeks and just had a pure blackout. I've really fallen back in love with the library and just audiobooks, and I think it's really sparked my reading love again this year. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So here's hoping I can finish these in the next couple months. Hopefully you guys will see a lot of these in wrap-ups to come. And yeah, I'm gonna go do some reading now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to see more of my face, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!